guys, welcome back to my channel. Again, I'm Brianna, aka Binky. If you're new here, I'd love for you guys to stay. So go down below, hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, let me know that you're new here. In my last video, I asked if you guys would like to see a how to start a budget. I didn't get any responses here, but I got some responses over on my Instagram page. I'll go ahead and leave a link also in my description to head over to my Instagram page. So you guessed it, today's video is how to start a budget. So if you're interested in that, please stay tuned because that's what we're doing today. So with talking to many people, I've heard the hardest part about starting a budget is actually starting it. You don't know where to start, so you just don't start. So this video, I am going to show you how I personally started my budget. This might not be the way that you've seen it done before, and I'm sure you'll see it many other ways after this video. I'm not going to say that this is the right way. I'm not going to say this is the wrong way. This is just the way that I have started my budget. I found it very easy, so I'm going to share with you. It's actually just 5 simple steps. So how do I start my budget? Step 1, you want to list all of your income and your paydays. And then the most important part about this step is you want to list your lowest possible payout. And what that means is throughout this year thus far, take your smallest paycheck and put that in. So you know that if you ever have missed a day of work, had to call off, didn't get as much as you usually would or as you will next month, you know that you're still able to pay all of your bills. So you want to list all of your income for the month with your lowest possible payout. That's step 1. So I'm going to go ahead just use my information for an example, my paycheck information and all of my bills. So I have 2 paychecks in a month. I know that paycheck 1 will come about the 6th of each month, and this will be $992.92. And paycheck 2 will come about the 20th of the month, and it is $993.12. And again, this is my lowest possible payout. I know that my next checks going forward are going to be a little bit bigger because I have more hours to claim. I do work from home and I am given a set amount of hours I need to fulfill throughout the month. It doesn't matter what time of day or what day of the week I fulfill those hours as long as they get fulfilled. So I know if I am fulfilling all of my hours, I will get all of my paycheck. And since I just got 2 hours added to my workload, my monthly payments are going to get bigger than this, but I am using this as my lowest possible payout. So I know that if I do lose those 2 hours, I know that I can still cover all of my bills. Okay. Next, step 2 is to list all of your monthly bills and expenses in order of their due date. Okay. So just using my expenses as example, I am going to list my first bill at the 8th of the month is my SAL bill. And I know that it will be $143. My actual bill is $142 and some change. I always round up to the next dollar, so I know that those cents, the extra change, I will have in my bank account to pay for it. So round up to the next dollar, $143. My next bill, even though I do not pay for this bill, I'm going to list it just for the video's sake. Internet, $70. The 10th is when my rent is due. I'll put rent, and my share of the rent is $450. My next bill is the 18th. That is my Cricut bill, and it is $11. Next bill, again, I don't pay this bill, but we're just going to use it. Let's pretend. My cable bill, $86. The 28th, I do have two bills. I have to pay my Netflix subscription, $13, and my credit card. This is my last debt in my debt snowball, so my monthly payments for my credit card are $150. That's way over my minimum payment. And then my last bill of the month is the 30th, the 31st, whatever the last day of the month is. For September, it's the 30th, and that's my storage bill. And it is $69. And although this is not a monthly bill and it does not have a due date, a monthly expense I do need every month is groceries. So I will add that to this category. And I do put out $160 each month for groceries. So our next step, step 3, so let's number these. This is step 1, this was step 2. So step 3 is to now list the sinking funds and cash envelopes that you are wanting to fund. So we haven't started our budget yet. We don't have any sinking funds yet. Let's list what we would like to fund throughout the month. So you know you're going to want a spending fund. You know that you're going to want to travel. Christmas is coming up. Let's go ahead and throw some money at Christmas. We have birthdays throughout the month, so gifts, pets, household, and I have a car and a savings folder. I am sitting kind of at an angle, so all of my words are going kind of skittywampus over here. Okay, so we don't know how much we are going to put in any of these sinking funds yet. That's our very last step. So next, our step 4 is to assign each of our bills to a paycheck. We know from the 6th to the 20th is going to be paycheck 1's responsibility. So the 8th, the 9th, the 10th, and the 18th, these are all going to be paycheck 1's responsibility. Anything after that is going to be for paycheck 2. And then for groceries, you know that you're going to have to be buying groceries all month long. So go ahead and just divide this into paycheck 1 is going to get 80 and paycheck 2 will also get 80. Okay, so let's go ahead and list all of their responsibilities down here. So step 4, for paycheck 1, which is $992.92, we need to pay our cell bill, $143, internet, $70, rent, $450, Cricket, $11, and then also our $80 groceries. Okay. So for the sake of this video, I have already done all of the math outside on a different piece of paper. So these bills total up to $754. So that gives us a remaining balance of $238.92. Okay, remember that because that's what's going to help us in step 5. We're going to do the same for, ooh, that was a very fast car. Paycheck 2, $993.12. We have our cable bill, $86. Netflix, $13. Credit card, $150. Storage, $69. And groceries, $80. We're going to add up these. These bills add up to $398. So our remaining balance for paycheck 2 is $595.12. That is much more than over here because our rent is pulling out all right here. So I personally, to get ahead and to make this number smaller for next month, I would then pull out $225 for rent here, so that paycheck 1 of next month, I'll only have to pull out $225 for rent here. And then going forward, that's how I would split up this large bill into both paychecks. But that's going to be a separate video. I am going to show you how to go from here to budgeting the way I budget now, which is half of most of my bills. So for just this video, we're going to leave it just like this and move on to step 5. So step 5 now is to fund your sinking funds that you've listed in step 3. Okay? And you're going to use the remaining balance of your paycheck 1 and paycheck 2. So let's go ahead and write that information here. Paycheck 1 had a remaining balance of $238.92, and paycheck 2 had a remaining balance of $595.12. Okay, and just a reminder, we want to now fund spending, travel, Christmas, gifts, pets, household, car, and savings. Okay? These numbers coming up are going to be totally up to you, totally based on your lifestyle and your paychecks. So spending was a hard number for me to figure out, because the reason why I started a budget was because I was overspending and I didn't want to give myself too much of an allowance and be stuck in that same hole that I was in. But I also didn't want to give myself such a small amount and be super shocked into, oh my gosh, I have no spending money. This is a stupid idea. I don't have any freedom. So you want to kind of play around with how much you want to give yourself. At first I gave myself $300 a month, so $150 each paycheck, and I was finding that I had, well, in the beginning I was going way over that, but then I started finding that I had money left over. So I cut that down to $200 a month, $100 each paycheck, and that's where I'm at right now, and it is a good balance. I do still sometimes have money left over, and so $100 each paycheck is comfortable for me. So I'm going to use that number as my example. So I give myself $200 each month, $100 in each paycheck. Travel, I don't do a lot of travel because I do have a demanding job. I do work from home, so I do need to be home a lot to do it. So travel is usually just a weekend trip away, not too far from home, usually not out of state, so it doesn't take a lot of money because I'm not flying anywhere. I'm not having to travel very far, so gas prices aren't very expensive. So I give myself $60 a month, and that's just perfect for me. These numbers, again, will be different based on your lifestyle. Christmas is a number that I was able to figure out because I started this fund in January. So the first paycheck of January, right after Christmas. And so I gave myself, I figured out how much money I wanted to have for next Christmas. I came up with $600. So that's $50 each month. $600 is going to be perfect for my small family. You might need to bump that up if you have a larger family. So you have to take into account how much money you want to have for all of your Christmas spending, and then divide that by how many months until Christmas. So if you're starting this budget right now, which is September, you only have, 3 months? So if you wanted that $600 by Christmas, starting now, that's going to have to be $200 a month. So start early. I want to suggest that to everyone. If you want to have a Christmas spending folder, start early in the year so when Christmas comes around, it's fully funded and you don't have to stress and you're not pulling from anywhere else, your savings account, just so you can buy gifts on Christmas. So start early with a Christmas fund. That is one of my top tips. Gifts. You have Christmas taken care of, and so now you need monthly birthdays, anniversaries, anything outside of Christmas. I give myself $20 a month, and I know that this $20 is going to buy a nice gift card, a nice greeting card, and then when I don't have a birthday in a month, I still fund this because there are months that I have multiple birthdays. So this starts adding up even when I'm not spending it. $20 a month is perfect for me. I don't have a lot of friends. Sad to say. I don't have a lot of friends, so I don't have to be buying a lot of birthday gifts. Pets. Again, this is something that you have to figure out. How many pets do I have? Do I even have pets? So you might not even have this category. I do have pets who need food and like bedding and stuff. And I was finding that I was buying these things twice a month, and they were roughly about $15 every time I purchased it. So $30, perfect for me. Household. I do live with family, so we all contribute to all of like toiletries, paper towels, toilet paper. So I put $40 aside every month for household items. And then a rule of thumb that I like to stick by is for my savings accounts, I do not want to be spending more money that I'm putting aside. So if I'm giving myself $200 a month to spend, I am also going to give myself $200 for each of my savings accounts. So $200 for both of these. So that would be another tip of mine. You don't want to spend more than you're saving. Alrighty. So if we add all of this up here, this adds up to $800 a month. So $800 a month is what you're going to be putting aside in your sinking funds. If we take the remaining balance of both of our paychecks, this is going to be $834.04. So we barely have enough to fund all of this. If you find that this number is smaller than this number, you've got to cut down on these guys here. We have enough, so we're just going to continue on with this information here. So the next thing you're going to do from here is now give each of our remaining balances, so each of our paychecks, some responsibilities. From what paycheck will I be pulling my sinking funds from? And just starting out with my budget, this is how I did it. So this is pretty much what my budget looked like. I was pulling out just a little bit from here and more from my second paycheck because we have a bigger remaining balance. And so it's perfectly fine to do that. And then in my next video, I'm going to show you how we can get ahead so that each paycheck we're pulling out the same amount for our sinking funds. So stay tuned for that. I don't know when that video will be out, but soon. So stay tuned, hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell so you know when I upload. So let's go ahead and break this down. Paycheck 1, paycheck 2. So starting off, you know that you're going to need spending money throughout the whole month. So you don't want to give yourself all of your spending money in the beginning of the month or in the end of the month because you're going to need it throughout the whole month. So starting out, you want to go ahead and put your spending money in both paychecks or all paychecks, however many paychecks you get throughout the month. And we're going to break it down evenly to $100 each paycheck. Next is travel. Travel is something that I think we can afford to fund both paychecks, so we'll put travel in here, $30. Travel here, $30. Christmas is something that we could probably take care of just with paycheck 1. So let's put Christmas here. And we'll put the whole $50. Okay. Next is gifts. Again, we could probably take care of that with just our first paycheck. The whole $20. Next is pets. And again, I said pets was stuff that I was buying twice a month. So we'll go ahead and break that up with both paychecks. $15 in each. Okay. The items I usually buy with my household fund aren't anything that I need to buy twice in a month. It's something I can just take care of in the beginning of the month and it'll be fine throughout the whole month. So I'm going to put household all, you know what, I'm going to split household up. Why not? Because there might be something that you haven't run out yet and don't want to really spend money on since you haven't run out of it. So go ahead and split household up twice. We only have 238. Let's do some math here. 100, 150, 180, 200, 220, 235. Okay, we're really close, so let's stop here. We still have our 2 savings accounts. We have $5.95 here, so 100, 130, 150, 165. I think that's perfect. So we'll put car all 200 and savings all 200 here. And I think that's it. Spending, travel, Christmas, gifts, pets, household. Yeah, that's everything there. So again, this was 230, was it? 100, 150, 180, 235. And here we have 200, 400, 500, 530, 550, 565. Perfect. Okay. So now we have our sinking funds broken up by paycheck. So we know that paycheck 1 is going to take care of these sinking funds and the bills that we listed earlier. And paycheck 2 is going to take care of these sinking funds and the bills listed earlier. So this is not a new step, but we'll go ahead and write out what each paycheck is going to be paying. So let's get a new page and do that. Okay. Paycheck 1, $992.92. Paycheck 2, $993.12. Okay, paycheck 1 is going to take care of Christmas, 50, gifts, 20, pets, 15, household, 20. And paycheck 2 is going to take care of cable, Netflix, credit card, storage, groceries, spending, 100, travel, 30, pets, 15, household, 20, our car, and our savings. Oopsies. I haven't done this math, so let me go ahead, take a second and do this math off camera. Alrighty, so all of our bills for paycheck 1 come out to $989. So definitely have enough to fund that. And all of our bills for paycheck 2 come out to $963. Again, we have plenty. So this is how I started my budget. I hope you guys find it super simple like I did. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave me a comment below. I'd love to help you out some more. So that's our video today. So today we learned how to start a budget. I hope it was easy to follow along with, and I hope you guys liked it. If you did, please go ahead, give this video a thumbs up and let me know down below how well I did. I see that I have some new subscribers since my last video. Hi, welcome. Thank you all for coming back to my channel. If you are new and this is your first video, hi. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button down below. Stick around and stay with us. I'll leave a link down below also for my Instagram. You can find me over on Instagram at Binky Budgets, where you can always ask me questions there as well in a private message. So over on my Instagram is where I post my new releases for Etsy. So you'll be the first to know if you follow me on Instagram. And if you do follow me already, you will know that yesterday I posted a new set of cash envelopes. These ones here for the fall. Aren't they super cute? These are available in a set of 3 in 3 colors. This wine color you see here, orange, and also black. If you're interested in this, again, that link is down below to my Etsy page. So again, friends, thank you so much for coming. I am signing off. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.